glad in it. I'm so excited to come your way. We're live on Marriage is Fun and we're set to have fun. Last week, we were able to wrap up a very long and lengthy series we've had, and that is titled The Marriage Sense. And we talked about several senses that had to do with marriage, and that's so amazing. So right now, you will just give me a few minutes. Let me kindly share so we can get more persons. So if you're right here connecting, just share it, share the link, share it everywhere so we can have more people turn on. Okay, so marriage is fun, and we're set to have a good time together. Marriage is fun. Just say marriage is fun is live. Marriage is fun is live. Marriage is fun is live. Okay, so it's live. So marriage is fun, and we're set to have fun. All right, so let's share the link so we could get more persons turn on or tune in. So let me see. Marriage is fun. You are my soul. You were my side, never strive through the trials to join the song with you. My love, marriage is fun. Marriage is fun. You were my side, in every moment, in every stride. All right, so welcome to Marriage is Fun, and we're set to have fun. Let's go ahead and share. Let as many people know that they are good, they're here. Oh, thank you, Darren. Thank you so much for joining. Share and let other people know. Thank you. Let's know where you're joining in from. Let's know where you're connecting in from. Just share, tell us your location. Thank you for joining in, Darren. Please let's know where you're connecting from. Let's know, and let's also share the link around and let people also connect and have to receive and profit from this conversation, because we have something very vital, very important to talk about, and it is important you listen to this because marriage is very necessary and it's important, and we can see how that a wonderful society is built by strong marriages. I can tell you, there is no society, it is a marriage Two people coming together, they come together, then you raise children, those children become a community, a village. From there, growth happens. Of course, you know, the world started with just two persons, Adam and Eve. That's what it is. All right, so we're set to start up. So it's time. Call up a friend, share the links, let someone know that we're live on Marriage is Fun, and we're set to have fun. We're set to have fun. Right, so you're welcome, 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 welcome. All right, so today we have a beautiful conversation to talk about, and it is called Marriage Built on Truth. Marriage built on truth. Let your yes be yes and let your no be no. The truth is, we've talked about this many times. We've said that words are very powerful. Your word is powerful. The only institution that is constituted by words is marriage. Marriage is constituted by words. It is a man going to seeing a woman and say, oh, I want to connect with this woman. This woman looks like she's going to be my wife. And then the man goes, ask her out. And then if she agrees, make some promises and commitments. All of these are done by the word of the mouth. And now it progresses, meet counselors have conversations, ask questions, they respond. Those responses are held and they are held and then received. And then the next thing is it progresses to a wedding. And then the next thing you hear is I do, I do, I do, I do. And once that is done, the next thing, what happens next is you're given a certificate to commence your marriage. That's what happens. But I can tell you, many relationships have crashed on the past platform of falsehood, where we get to tell lies, where we are not truthful about what what we said we were going to do, where we kind of made promises that we are not keeping. This is very important. So I like you to understand that every marriage that must last on the platform of truth. The truth is the platform for which marriages thrive. If the marriage is founded on falsehood, it might not see the light of the day. So marriage is formed when two people decide to be truthful about themselves. If you want to get married or you're currently married, I'd like you to understand this. Don't take lightly the capacity for you to be sincere. Don't take lightly. Don't think marriage is a joke. Marriage is not a joke. And if you think it's a joke, oh, let me just do this momentarily, I can go out when I'm tired. No. Marriage must be centered on the truth. On the truth. The man must communicate truthfully to the woman. The woman must say things truthfully to the man. Marriage must be built on truth. Marriage will always grow when people speak the truth. When you say the truth, when you communicate the truth, when you speak the truth, your marriage will grow. Marriage will always grow where there is sincerity. Without sincerity, marriage cannot grow. Marriage cannot stand. Marriage becomes stronger when the two of you commit to themselves and trust one another's words. There are people who don't trust the words or the conversations that their husbands or whatsoever their husband tell them. Some people don't trust what their wife says. They don't trust their wife. We've heard things like, I beg, women are women, we trust women, no, I beg. Tomorrow they can sell you out. No, that's not the reason. So you must not marry on assumption. Marry based on the truth. Marry based on the truth. And the truth is, we must learn to marry someone we trust. Marry somebody that you trust. engage with someone you trust. If you don't trust him, don't marry him. If you don't trust her, don't marry her. If you don't trust him, don't marry him. If you don't trust her, don't marry her. Of what use is connecting with someone you don't trust? Of what use is relating with someone you don't trust? Trust should be the basis for marital agreement. There should be no form of agreement without trust. And that is why we must ensure that when we give somebody our word, they should be able to trust what we are saying. They should be able to trust our words. They should be able to trust our conversations. We don't say something today and we say another tomorrow. We don't say we are going to do this today and tomorrow we are not doing it. Oh, I've heard people say, oh, me, I'm not God. Now it's only God that can say. But the truth is that this marital contract was done based on what you said. So how come you are now saying something different? How come you are twisting it? Stop all this falsehood. Do you know what? Every marriage built on falsehood will always consume the one who is false. Everyone who lives a false life in the relationship, don't think that you are doing it to the person. You're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. Marriage will always be strong where there is truth. Where there is truth. When your yes is yes and your no is no, your spouse will trust and believe you more. Your spouse will always trust your yes if she has tasted that your yes is always yes and your no is no. Let us stop joking around and making and commonizing our words. Don't commonize your words. Your words are powerful. Your words are strong. Your words have capacity. Don't commonize what you say. So I've heard people in our generation say, believe men at your risk. Oh, men, forget men are men. Oh, men are no. Don't be a man that a woman cannot trust. Don't be a man that your wife cannot trust. Don't be a woman that your husband cannot trust. And don't allow the women don't allow the conversations happening around to be the reality of your own existence. Men cannot be trusted. All men are men. No, that must not be said by your wife about you as the husband. Let your yes be yes. Let your no be no. Let it be no. Don't always align with the thoughts of what the society is saying about men. You are not marrying societal man. You are marrying your husband. You are not marrying a societal woman. You are marrying your wife. And it means that you are calling her out, you are selecting her out of many other women. And if that is what you are doing, so you are not using other women as the yardstick of who your wife should be. You're not using other men as the yardstick of who your husband should be. So you must ensure that you stay on the path of truth. Stay on the path of truth. Build your marriage on the path of truth. Build it on the path of truth. Let it be said that as a man, your words can be trusted. Let it be said as a woman, your words can be trusted. We can, you see, we cannot successfully run marriage without the truth. Many of us want to live a truthful, want to enjoy marriage. But if you must enjoy marriage, the truth must be the foundation. Every strong marriage is built on the truth. It is built on the truth. It is built on the truth. Avoid the lies, avoid the confusions, avoid the falsehood. Speak the truth. Let your yes be yes. Let your no be no. Let your daily commitment and existence be truth all the way. Don't tell your wife that you are traveling on an official duty and that is not what you're doing. Your wife should be able to believe you. Your spouse should be able to believe you. They should be able to believe what you are saying. They should be able to believe what you're saying. Don't marry and your wife cannot believe you. Don't be a man that his wife does not believe him. Don't be a husband that your wife cannot believe. Be a man of your words. Be a man that says, I am going to work, and when they go there, they will find you at work. It is the lack of truth that makes us to password our phones that our spouses cannot access. It's the part of truth, is the lack of truth that makes us to hide too many things. When you are bathing in the bathroom and your phone is ringing, your heart is beating for what? You can't leave your phone in the sitting room and be in the living room. No. Hey. Every time you are holding dear to your phone, hiding things. Why? Why are you living in the bondage of falsehood? Why are you living in the bondage of falsehood? If you want your marriage to thrive, you must make up your mind to be truthful. Be truthful. Be truthful. I know we live in a generation where we say, oh, now only one soup, one go the chop. No! All the soups are the same. I know many of you will not agree, but all the soups are the same. Women, they work no matter, it's not different. They don't have different chemistry. All the chemistries are the same. The biological compositions, they are the same. They are the same. So what are you looking for in another place? Why are you caging yourself? Why are you putting yourself in the bondage of falsehood? Brothers and sisters, friends, I'd like to encourage you. Avoid the bondage of falsehood. Avoid the bondage of falsehood. Avoid the bondage of falsehood. Falsehood makes you to manage your marriage. Why are you managing marriage when you are meant to be enjoying the marriage? There are many people who are enduring their relationship. Why? Because the relationship is built on falsehood. You can't trust one another. You can't trust one another. You don't believe in one another. Why? That is you managing your marriage. And how long will you continue to manage your marriage? How many lifetimes do you have? How many? I have seen many men get to their old age and they found out that they wasted their life as young people. They denied their spouses the true relationship they should have had. As a young man, you're feeling like I'm a big boy, I'm a young boy now, my blood is hot. One day your blood will be cold. And the seasons where your blood will be cold, you will need another person. But now will you expect the spouse that you have neglected The spouse that you have messed up, the spouse that you have belittled, the spouse that you have been lying to all these years to hold your hand in old age. Not possible. Let us make up our mind to enjoy our marriage. The best way to enjoy marriage is to be truthful. Is when your marriage is centered on the truth. There will be pleasures in your marriage. There will be pleasures in your marriage. There will be pleasures in your marriage. If you're listening and it's making sense, let us get the love. Let us get all the reactions. Give us all the emojis. Let's know, and let's know that you're listening and it's making sense. Let's get your thoughts. Give us a thumbs up. Let's hear. I want to be sure that you're hearing me. Let's get the thumbs ups, the likes, and let's be sure that you're listening. All right. So this is very important. We've been talking about marriage must be built on the truth if it must survive. Everybody loves a wedding day. Everybody loves the glamour that comes with marriage. Everybody loves the excitement more than all those things. The first prerequisite for founding a marriage that will last is to be truthful. Be truthful. Be truthful. Be truthful. Be truthful. Be sincere. Be sincere. Avoid falsehood. Avoid falsehood. Stop lying. Stop lying. Once lies becomes a norm in your marriage, guess what? Trust will disappear. Lying will destroy the trust. So you must learn to speak the truth at all times. Speak the truth at all times. I remember a certain time when I got married, we were only barely 3 weeks in marriage, and I faced one of the confrontations that I had to relate with my wife. I didn't know, I was battling it. I said, wow, I just got married and then I'm facing these temptations, because at that time, temptations came so terribly. And I was wondering, God, how will I handle this temptation? I was saying myself, how can I tell my wife now? And I just prayed to God and he said, go and tell your wife what you're going through. I said, I'm going to tell my wife what I'm going through. Only 2 weeks in marriage. The pressure was so much. I summoned the courage and I went to tell my wife. I told my wife the truth. I told her everything. And the thing, she shocked me with her response. Her response till today gave me insight and wisdom. That insight helped me. Let me tell you, always open up to your spouse. Open up to your spouse. If you're going through any temptation at work, open up to your spouse. Because the moment you begin to play hide and seek, you say, oh, you want to chest it out yourself. Oh, I will chest it myself. I will do it myself. I will handle it myself. Do you know what will happen to you? You begin to hide. The next thing, you will fall victim of that temptation. So what you need to do is to ensure that no matter what you're battling, let your spouse know. That's how to be truthful. Be truthful. Happenings in the day, truthful. If you're working and somebody is making advances at you as a married woman in the office, tell your husband. Expose it to your husband. Tell him, this is what is going on. Oh, somebody is pressurizing me. And let him know. Because the moment they say, oh, you can handle it, I'm telling you, you're not telling yourself the truth. You are supposed to expose those things. And you know, the truth is that negativities and destructions happen in the dark. They happen when you begin to hide it in the secret. It happens. So to avoid that tendencies, expose it to your spouse. Many of us don't expose things to our spouse. We don't tell our spouse what exactly they are going through. You are not confident enough to expose to your spouse the temptations that you're currently going through. You are not confident enough to tell your spouse the truth of what is happening to you. So you have to make up your mind and tell your spouse. Tell your spouse what is happening to you. Tell your spouse the truth. Guess what the truth does? It makes you free. It makes you free. It makes you free. Don't allow falsehood, hidden agendas. If somebody is sending you a message, somebody, maybe a colleague or somebody is sending you a message that is not right, show your husband, show your wife. I don't know what this is happening. This person has been threatening me. Read. Read. Don't hide anything. Don't hide anything much. Don't hide anything. Just ensure you expose these things to your spouse. Expose these things. Expose whatsoever you're going through. Many times as men, you are not able to win battles alone. You have to win because you're in a team. You know a broom? If you check a broom, if you have to break a bunch of broom, you can't break it. It will take a lot to break it. You can't break it. 10 people cannot break it. But you see a stick of a broomstick can be broken in a second. Why? Because it's not alone. It's alone. But when they are together, you can't break it. That's the same thing in marriage. A twofold cord, a cord cannot be broken. If you can walk with your spouse, you will find out that you are able to overcome some of these challenges. Marriage will not be fun if you are not working as a team. And one of the things that destroys the team, is the me in the team. M-E, in team, you have T-A-M. But if you remove M-E from team, it becomes me. So one of the things we need to wake up to is walking together. Because falsehood destroys our capacity to walk together. Where there is no truthfulness and sincerity, you can't walk together. Can two walk together except they agree? They cannot walk together except they agree. An agreement is done on the platform of trust. Once there is trust, there can be agreement. And once there is an agreement, you can walk together. So, for those of us who are not yet married, before you get married, always tell your spouse the truth. Never start or commence marriage on falsehood. Don't tell your spouse what you are not. Don't give a false representation or image of yourself. Tell your spouse who you are, what you are, and where you are coming from. Don't give your spouse any reason to doubt you. But you know, no matter how much you try to hide a lie, lies can never be hidden. It must always show up. 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 So today, all we are asking for is for us to run our marriage on the platform of the truth. Run your marriage on the platform of the truth. Speak the truth Whether it is convenient or is not convenient, say it. Let it be known. Make it known to your spouse. Tell your spouse, this is how it is. There is no need hiding it. There is no need hiding it. There is no need hiding it. So what you need to do is to ensure that you speak the truth always. Build your marriage on the truth. Build your marriage on the truth. Build your marriage on the truth. Build your marriage and your relationships. And this is not just about marriage alone. Build truthful relationships. Let the people you relate with know you as a person of the truth. Someone who speaks the truth. Someone who says what he means and means what he or she says. Let people around you know that you are a person who says what he means and mean what he or she says. Someone whose yes is yes and your no is no. Be a person that people will vouch for. The question I'll ask you today is, can your wife vouch for you? Can your husband vouch for you? Can your friends vouch for you? Can your parents vouch for you? Can your siblings vouch for you? This is very important. The truth is very important. Let's avoid the way of falsehood. Avoid the way of falsehood. Avoid the way of falsehood. This is very important. As a man, let your yes be yes. As a woman, let your yes be yes. Let your no be no. Become a person whose yes, no matter how much it gets investigated, it is still yes. You go to the east, your yes is yes. You go to the west, your yes is yes. You go to the north, your yes is yes. You go everywhere, your yes is yes. When your yes is tested, it is found without any form of falsehood in it. Your yes is yes. Take it anywhere. Take it anywhere. Your yes is yes. Let your yes be yes. Let your yes be yes. Don't give your spouse any room to doubt your truthfulness or to doubt who you are supposed to be or who you are. Make sure at every given point in time, your words can be trusted. 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 I can tell you, it doesn't matter how wealthy you are. It doesn't matter what you have or you don't have. If your words cannot be trusted, then that's the end of you, no matter how wealthy you are. Some people place riches more than the value of your words. I'd like everyone here to value your words. Value your words. Value the promises. These things that you tell, you speak, especially the ones that you have promised your spouse, keep them. Keep them. Keep them. That's why before you get married, do the due diligence. I've seen people who want to marry and everything they told their spouse is a lie. How do you want to marry on the platform of lies? How do you want to marry on the platform of lies? How do you expect that your marriage will thrive on lies? How do you expect that you are going to win in marriage on lies? Let's avoid all this and begin to do the needful. Sometimes people say, oh, I beg, this person does not understand the realities of life. The realities of life is the fact that falsehood has destroyed many other people than you can imagine. There are many people who are regretting now. They are regretting what they did in time past. They are regretting why they took such actions. They are regretting why they made such false commitments. Why? Some people feel, I'm the man, I can do anything I want. You cannot do anything you want, because once you do anything you want, you're going to see all the things you want, you didn't plan for. Some people think, oh, marriage, when I'm tired, I will leave. It's not easy to leave. It's not easy to leave. Go and ask most of the people who have divorced. They will tell you, it's not easy. Divorce is difficult. And there is no how you divorce and forget the person you divorce. You only divorce in the flesh, but you cannot divorce the spirit. You cannot divorce the soul. You cannot disconnect from the relationship you've had. Every time you wake up and you have an idea, you see something that represents that, it will remind you of that person. So many times when we say, oh, I beg, I'll just leave her alone. No! We must make up our mind to be men and women of our words. Men and women of our words. Men and women who speak the truth. Men and women whose words can be trusted. I like to let you know that your words is your marriage capital. Number 2, your words is your marriage capital. Your word should have value. If there is anything you must value your words. If there is anything you must value your words. If there is anything you must value, some people value money more than their words. Value your words. Value your words. When you keep lying, you are devaluing your words. When you keep saying things that are not right, you are devaluing your words. When you're always on the negative part, you are devaluing your words. So do all you can to ensure that your words are valuable. That the words that come out of your mouth are valuable. Valuable words. Speak valuable words. Words that can be trusted. Words that can never be doubted. Those are the kind of words. Let your words be trusted. Let your words be trusted. If you tell your spouse that you will be back at 7, just in case you did not make it, inform your spouse that, sorry, I had earlier told you that I'll be back at 7, but here are some of the circumstances beyond my reach that is making me now not to be around between that time, at that time. And whether your spouse goes and cross-check, it is the truth. Be committed. Let your spouse trust your words. Let them trust your words. Let them trust your words. So this is where we try to call it a day, but I'd like to find out if there are questions. Let me see if there are questions. Hello, Deston Beck. Thank you so much for reaching out. Dong Ngoyan, thank you for reaching out. Thank you, Zohaniel. Thank you for reaching out. Thank you, Daniel, for reaching out. Thank you for daring. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So let's get your feedback. Let's get what questions. If there are questions you need to ask, yep. Let's get the questions flowing. If you're watching, let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're connecting from. This will help us. And then you can follow us up. You can subscribe so you can get some of the conversations, more conversations, and then you can get notifications when we're up. Marriages Fun happens every Saturday by 8 p.m. Nigerian, West African time, WAT, 8 p.m. That's GMT plus 1, right? It happens every Saturday. It's like our Saturday school where we talk about marriage, and then we talk about how to make our marriage work. We just ended a series, and that series has been amazing, amazing. I think we had the series on radio. Maybe what we'll do will be to upload or still go back and take the series so that it'll be live here on YouTube. So you can subscribe for those of us who are currently live or they're joining, just subscribe so that you can get. We value you. Thank you for being part of this movement. And I believe it's going to make a huge difference and impact in your life. All right. So let's get the question. Is there any question? Is there any question? Is there any question? Any question? If there's none, right? So let's get your feedback. Let's get feedback. We'd like to have your feedback. Your feedback will really help us to make us understand, help us improve, and help us connect better. Right? So let's get the feedback. Let's get your feedback. So my name is Haniel, and I am your host, and I'll always be your host, and we believe that we're going to have a good time. So today we've been talking about building your marriage on the truth. Building your marriage on the truth. That's what we've talked about today. Next week will come your way, and we will wrap that up. We have a second part that we've not talked about. And next week, we're going to talk about it. So thank you very much for joining in. God bless you. And I wish you a fruitful marriage, an amazing marriage. And I believe that with this, your life will never be the same. God bless you. In every moment, in every song, to the triumph for joy and the sun with you. Marriage is fun, with you by my side. In every moment, in every stride, to the triumph for joy and the sun with you.